Yo guys, how's it going? I've got a quick video for you guys. It's a small tutorial on how to connect an multi-arcade game cartridge like this one to a JVS arcade cabinet like the one you have in front of your eyes, precisely the SEGA Lindbergh. So I've kept this quite simple, nothing too complicated, nice and short. If you guys have some extra tips, some more information about how to do stuff like this, please add a comment to the comment section. Thanks a lot, please enjoy this and have a blast. Okay, here are the cables that you're gonna have to interact with in order to make this happen. So let's start from the left side. You've got the VGA cable for the monitor. You've got the loom cables for the controls. You've got the USB 2.0 cable also for the controls. And finally, you've got the RCA cables for the sound connected to the soundboard. Okay, so video, controls, and finally sound. All right, here are the main components that you're gonna need. First of all, I've got a Pandora's box, 300 and something one arcade game cartridge. This is the third version, I believe. You're gonna need a JAMMA to JVS adapter and an extension cable. You don't have to have this one, but I think it's really good just for the sake of having some flexibility. So the problem is that if you're inserting this into this PCB right here, I don't know, it just seems kind of flimsy. It felt like it was gonna break, so I'd rather have this and just get some flexibility. You know, I could put this on the wall, not on the wall, but you know, on the piece of wood, and I could put that somewhere else, you know, just, you know. Anyway, I'll put a picture at the end of the video, just showing the setup, okay? So let's start with this Pandora's box. It's a multi-arcade cartridge. Look at that, yeah, it's JAMMA format. It's not 100% JAMMA compatible. It's got this issue with the button. I'll explain that later. So yeah, there you go. Now, one thing I need to mention is that if you're playing this on a JVS arcade cabinet, you don't need an upscaler, okay? Because this is 30 kilohertz compatible. Now, older PCBs, for example, CPS2 or even CPS3, those games are 15 kilohertz compatible. Okay, you gotta be careful with that. Those will not be compatible with the monitor on the JVS. Okay, you're gonna need an upscaler, like a FrameMeister or something like that, okay? But in this demonstration, and this is based on my experience, I'm just gonna talk about the multi-game cartridge. And so some people might be asking, why is this compatible? It's because you have this. Look at that VGA. I can directly put the VGA inside here. Okay? So there you go. So that goes into this. Let me just get an up-close view of the JAMMA to JVS adapter. How's that? That's looking good. Upside down maybe? No? There we go. Yep. I got this from River Services. Cost me about $100. Very useful and indeed necessary if you want to get this thing hooked up to your JVS cable. Okay, there you go. So you've got all the inputs. You've got the loom inputs, you've got the audio, and you've got the video right here. So it's super easy. And then you've got the JAMMA input right here. Okay, so all four cables that are part of the SEGA Lindbergh arcade cabinet, the control looms, the audio, the monitor, and also the control right here. You need to plug it in here, the USB 2 thing. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, very easy. However, if you're gonna play the multi-arcade cartridge, you don't have to connect the VGA cable here. You would have to connect it right here. Okay, that's the big difference. Okay, so monitor goes into here, and then the rest goes right there. All right, easy. All right, and then this extension cable, like I said before, it's just for flexibility. Okay, so I just didn't want to break this thing, so I had this connected into this, and then going right here, and then you can just, you know, create your own setup. Okay, very simple, very, very easy. All right, now addressing the issue that these cartridges have when you're plugging them to a JAMMA compatible arcade cabinet, the problem is is that when you're playing fighting games, so everything's connected, right? This is connected to this, right? Or using the extension cable, whatever you want, okay? But this is connected to that. And the problem is that when you play fighting games, you're gonna try to push button number 6, which is hard kick, and it's not gonna work. Okay, you're gonna be like, oh my God, I've got all the buttons, all the punch buttons work, low, medium, hard, and then the kicks, low, medium work, but then the hard kick, button number 6, does not work. And that is because there's a small difference with the pins. So when this arcade board is working with the arcade cabinet, let's just say that there's a small problem with the pins and pin number 6 or button number 6 is not read correctly, or is just not read, period. So what you need is to get this small adapter right here. And what it does is, all it does is you plug this in here, you fit it neatly, okay? You put it in here. And all it does is it reroutes button number 6 directly to the control panel. So you're gonna have to feed through the spine of the arcade cabinet and connect this to button number 6 of player 1 and button number 6 of player 2, okay? It seems like a sloppy setup, but for me, that's the only way I've managed to work around this. And I got this from Tops. I'm always talking about Tops. It's a great shop. They did this specifically for me, and it cost me about 40 bucks. So it might be a little expensive, but well worth it. Especially if you're playing fighting games, you're gonna need this. Otherwise, button number 6 is not gonna work out for you. Alright guys, here's a pic of the final setup. As you can see, it's not a real clean setup, but it's simple, it's nothing too fussy. One little detail I want to mention is that on the left side, you can see the cartridge and the extension cable, and you can notice that there's no button 6 adapter, and that's because this is a pic that I took 2 years ago when I wasn't playing Capcom games. So that little adapter that I previously mentioned is not essential, but if you're willing to play Capcom games, you do need that adapter. So I just wanted to mention that so there's no confusion. So there you go. I hope that this video was useful for you guys. I'll see you guys very soon. Keep playing, keep having fun. Peace out.